Welcome to Proclaim, a presentation of the Catholic Diocese of Alexandria. Join us as we journey together through the Scriptures revealed to us by God.
Good morning and welcome to Proclaim. All of the Gospels that normally are very similar, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and to some degree John, follow a basic outline in terms of their structure. They basically begin in some way with the beginning of the ministry of John the Baptist. They take Jesus through his Galilean ministry, ultimately then lead to Jerusalem, to his passion, death, and resurrection. And so while the details obviously will be different in each of the Gospels and how they treat that material, that basic structure is consistent. But perhaps one of the most important things for us to keep in mind is the way in which the Gospels ultimately evolved. We tend to forget that there is a significant time that has passed from the events themselves until the written down word in the Gospels as we have them, or as the manuscripts that we have translated from. And that's a very significant thing, because the early church seemed to be very much concerned about the return of Jesus and expected it to be something that would occur very quickly, perhaps during their own lifetime. Certainly if we read the early letters of St. Paul, he clearly expected to be there at the return of the Lord, and it was only as time began to pass that he began to see a longer vision. Well, as we see the framework of the Gospels, as we see that process, it helps us to understand how there can be the differences within the Gospels themselves, differences that are looked upon certainly as we would study them as literature and not just inspiration.
This program was brought to you by Kramer Funeral Home